Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome on in. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I pulled my microphone over too far and then I realized that I didn't need to. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday today. I worked. I got home at like 3:30. Good times. That's it. I had a long day, but that's because we had like new people coming into our building. They came in early and I was like, I'm going to see them today instead of tomorrow so that I can leave early tomorrow. So there we go. It worked out. So I just put, as of like 30 minutes ago, just put new nails on. Still little flowers. Here's nail check for everybody. Still little tiny little flowers, but instead of them being like bright blue, they're like this effervescent, like shimmery, clear type color. So, nail check. My fingers are kind of still gluey. I won't lie. They're like barely like hanging on, but we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I used the glue that they like give in the packaging, and I don't normally do that, so we'll see how long these stay on. See if they have good glue or not. I don't know. But welcome on in, everybody. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day today. Yeah, thank you so much for the resub. I truly appreciate it. Welcome back on into the Love Loser Club for 7 months. I hope you enjoy your continued sub badge and your continued use of emotes out here. What kind of nails do you use? I love some glue on nails. Recommend them. These ones are from Olive and June. I don't normally like Olive and June. I take it back. I do, but I don't. They're not my go-to. But they have the best designs. They have the best designs. That's all I have to, like, flat out. The ones that come with like glue dots, essentially, like you just like peel off the adhesive, you put the adhesive on your nail, and then you put the nail on top of the adhesive and just squish it down. I love those. Those were my last ones from Olive and June. These ones are ones that like actually need glue. And I try and avoid using these ones more frequently because I feel like the ones where I'm just like sticking the glue on and then my nail like and the glue on the nail and then sticking them down, I feel like they pop off a lot easier. So I usually use the ones where like I don't have to put any glue down. It's just like either the glue is already on there or like you just put like the random like adhesive thing and then you put the nail down on top of it. Those ones are great. Olive and June have the cutest designs. For like plain color, hang on. I'll show you the other pair that I bought the other day. Hold up. Maybe it's these? No, I feel like the other ones are, hang on. Let me look at the other brand. Because this brand that I have, I really like the color of this this one, but I don't know if these ones are not the ones that I normally get. Nails. Okay. I usually get the ones that are like, I think they're Sally Hansen. I don't know. I feel like they are. They're like the express ones. Let's see. Hang on. Kiss fake nails. Oh, it's definitely Kiss. It's called Impress. Not these ones. These ones are really cute though. Look at that color. It's like a shimmery, like silvery color. Yeah, the ones that I have on are Olive and June. But the ones that I normally get are called they're by Kiss as well, but they're called Kiss Impress. And I don't have to put any of the glue on it. That's why I like them. So they're hard to get in Canada. Might be worth it for cute designs. That's also fair. I get them from Target, and if you are in Canada, there's not really Target too much in Canada. Like I think I know of like 1 or 2 Targets from where like my family, or like 1 Target, or not at all. I can't remember. So there you go. I had 2 of my own self in tabs pulled up over to the side. So I had to take them off. There we go. I thought popping off was a good thing. It is a good thing, but I don't want to nail the pop off. I had that this morning in the shower. My pointer finger popped off. And then I glued it back on. And then when I got home, another nail popped off. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to change these. So I pulled them all off and then put them back on in. So there you go. I finished a project today. I spent months working on. Congratulations, Photomoto. Wish I could do fake nails more often, but I teach outdoor preschool and would lose them digging in dirt. Yeah. Yes. You would lose them digging in dirt. I don't know. I don't have to do a whole lot of stuff at work. Like, I put gloves on whenever I like need to come in contact with a patient for whatever reason. Yeah. Even like feeding and everything else, gloves on. The hardest part is just typing. Like I have like a keyboard laptop and not my like fun keyboard here. So it's like much flatter, so it's harder to type on. But yeah. I have access to a US mailing address with my mother-in-law in the States. I'm lucky that way. It is a luxury to us. Yeah. Very nice. Well, I had approval to do so. No one would assist the project, including our vendors. Wow. Congratulations on finishing it. There you go. Let me say hello to everybody who's here. Fill me in. How was everybody else this day? What did y'all get up to? How was school? How was life? How was work? What did you all get up to today? I almost forgot that we were supposed to do a little presentation today. I think I might move it to tomorrow. So instead of the Wednesday presentation, we're gonna do a Thursday presentation because I have to end stream early tonight. Because I have to go and film something with some peeps afterwards. So I gotta do that. Rev, hello. Welcome on in. Congrats on first. Grace, hello. Welcome on in. Yuff, again, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Cat, hello. Squidge, hello. Bee Killer, hello. Wodo, hello. Welcome on in. And hello to anybody chilling, lurking, and vibing and hanging out with us here today. Yeah, I think we're going to do presentation tomorrow. Don't hate me. I'm going to make a note to myself in Discord under announcements. Presentation for speech therapy month tomorrow. Not today because I already have to end early. I think I literally have to end at like 7:30ish. 7:30ish maybe. I can probably squeeze it to 7:30ish. So we're gonna do our word puzzles and then we'll go from there right away. Getting right into it. I'm very sleepy, so I don't know how I feel about doing all this today, but here we are. Oh, a couple of other things. Wait. I think I can pull it up here. It's under my email. There's like an official graphic. Open image in new tab. I need to respond back to them, so maybe it is a good thing I'm ending early. But we're taking part of the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase on Saturday, aka starting at 11, because that is what 9 a.m. PT is, and 12 Eastern. Central Time is 11. We're gonna go from 11 to 1 on. Yeah, because that's 3 hours, right? 11 to 12, 12 to 1. No. That's not right. Oh, we go to. Nope. I'm kidding. We go until 2. So it's 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. We're playing Moncage and Paper Trail. And if we get to it, we'll get to Invento. There's a couple of other games as well, too, that we'll get to play. That are part of the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. It's a bunch of different puzzle games. It's going on for the entire weekend. We'll be featured on Steam on like a delay. So if you see me on, as a part of the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase on the, what's it called? On the Steam page for Cerebral Puzzle Showcase this weekend. It starts tomorrow. It goes for the full weekend. It should be a good time. Should be a great time. Yeah. Take me and so we're gonna hope for the best out here. Alrighty, cool stuff. Let me not expose my email. I'm gonna do the strands, and then I'm gonna do the mini, and then we'll do the big crossword together. Alrighty, homegrown. Jake, thank you for gifting a sub to Neon. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your new sub badge and your new emotes out here. Try again. There's Basil. Rosemary. This is time. I think this is gonna be Herb Garden as our spanagram. Parsley. Coriander. Sage. There we go. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Homegrown. Took me a second there. So apparently I'm one gifted away from 69. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Alrighty. Ooh, sorry, I was meant to go fast. Like the anagram moon star for astronomer. No idea. Tournament rankings. Place. Where you go. This is definitely not place, then. Because this down is gotta be drum, right? Take me home. Take me home. Happen next. Overflows with. Big plus. Add on. Kartova, thank you for gifting a sub. I truly appreciate it. Bulbasaur, I hope you enjoy your new sub badge and your new emotes out here. And Jake, thank you for gifting your 69th sub to the channel to Amaranth. I truly appreciate that. I am so glad that Amaranth has access to all of my emotes now.
Armadillos keep digging little
holes
holes in my backyard.
Oh, I forgot to add the Pedro thing as well. Alrighty. Not add on. Benny. Poke fun at one eye blank, the other feels. Okay. Leather. Seeds, okay. Snare drum. Happens next. I guess my seems teams. Dramatic tonight. Alrighty. Just paid $5 for a nice joke. Nice. Incredible. Alrighty, we're gonna do the Wednesday crossword. Our Wednesday time to beat is now 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So I would not be surprised if we can't PB in this one, but 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Also, apparently, happy 3 years. Happy 3 years, Nia. 3 years sub. Wow, look at that. Incredible. I might literally fall asleep. Go to bed, Jake. If you've never joined us for a crossword before, feel free to just drop as many answers as you would like in chat. There are no wrong answers. I'm going to turn down this playlist as I will get distracted by the Taylor Swift. So there we go. Again, we try and go as fast as possible. Time to beat today is 6:30. So I will turn it up slightly for Sabrina Carpenter, though, for myself. Hi, G Money. Hello, Jim. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Please, begs. Clear as day. Brunch side. Lunch. Blank. Scrapes. No. Trip to see Africa's Big Five. Don't know. Capital city with public transit ferries. As of now, or is it AE? It's like that, right? Do it for you. 28 across, unloaded. Okay. Fully loaded nachos, not unloaded. I can read. 38 across. Uno. 49 HTML. 67 and rice. 34 down. Texas. That me espresso. Where were we? As of now. CUR, no. Toilet might get stuck in a tree. A kite. Sweater pattern, argyle. Apt rhyme for tear. Don't know. Lover's quarrel. Oh, God. 60 down. Upon. 63 down. RBI. The Africa one was trip to see Africa's Big Five. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Tift. Nope. Tift? Is that what it's? No. Completely wrong. Spat. Okay. Rhino, elephant. Safari. Thank you. Yep. Edda. 4 down, spa. 16 down, UFO. Got it. Yeah. Garden shelter. Don't know. Winter getaway deal. 4 down, sigh. Ah. Country north of Kenya. Don't know. Unlikely to reprimand. Lax. 19 down, AOL. Got it. 11 down, Asia. 28 down, laugh. 12 down, slot. 43, Google Apps. Alrighty. Don't cry for me, singer. Oh, no. 10 across, hash? Yeah, for sure. North of Kenya is Ethiopia. What is the abbreviation? Because that's what it's asking for. About it. Tizzies. Soaks in a salt solution. Brines. Even still. So I did a thing. So. Oh, wait. Is it this? Minute? 32 down. Palindrome. Got it. 66 down. Where the fuck is that? Oh, here. Oat. Cool. 47 across. Evita. ETH. Thank you. 64 down. Oil. 65 down. A uke. Yeah. 71 across. Files. 56. Oh, 56 down is tuna. So this is not minute. Is it just atomic? Is it atomic? Yeah, there we go. Put things into power. Don't know. E-bikes. All over the place. Fridge incursion. Oh. 40 down. Wait, okay. You guys are hitting all the downs. Head chef. 36 down. Shady. 45 down. Oh. Amok. Backed. Oh, no. Rats, sure. Not rats. Fridge incursion. Don't know what incursion means. I think it's the biggest problem for me. Arbor, got it. Goes kaboom. Swinging soiree. Lunch atop. It's probably steal something. Owns. Has. Been next to me. Like some job moves. Lateral. Ooh. Necessary. Stealth operation. Okay, got it. Be with you. tube top. Don't know. Intense anger. Ire. Traitor. Oh, cap. Got it. 26 down, Ray. Got it. Jump through hoops. Ski package. Got it. Lucid. Seen before. If I could type the right letter, that would be cool. Uncomfy. Casually. Awk. Games. Dirty. Something. Where? Dirty rat. Okay. It's raid. Got it. Tens. 48 down. We will never be apart. V. Yes. To date is what that is. Okay. Hot desk. Got it. Yeah. And yet. Got it. Lied. Got it. Will never be. Cherish. Ages. Checkered. Pretty good. I'll take a sub 10. I will take a sub 10. It felt pretty fast. I won't lie. It felt pretty gosh darn fast. Alrighty, I got to open up a blank timer again. Seemed faster than that. That's what I was feeling too. It felt like it went a lot faster than that, but we'll go with it. I unearthed my my unpacking speedrun yesterday. Haven't done that in I don't know how long. And I did it for the first time yesterday. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did I write this down? I wrote down the time. 8:49 27.90. But yes, I unearthed my unpacking speedrun yesterday afternoon. Did you play Strange Horticulture? I have played Strange Horticulture. I haven't unearthed that speedrun in a hot minute. That's been a while. I should. But I haven't touched that in a hot second. Okay, everything just decided it wanted to minimize. There's an announcement tomorrow. Sounds like the sequel? Ooh. Strange events have returned to Undermere. Thursday afternoon. Okay. Let me just follow them real fast. Huh. Should not have opened Twitter. Should not have opened Twitter. Nine a.m. CT. Okay. Oh, 8 a.m. CT. I can't do math and time zone, but that's exciting. I like it. I like it. What's up, Momo? Welcome on in. Did you start doom scrolling? No. I opened a text message from Max. Not a text message, a Instagram, not Instagram, a Twitter DM of a video that I didn't want to know, didn't want to see really. Cause something to know. Max and I just send different hot dog themed videos back and forth to each other. So that's what that was a video of. True. Yeah. I feel like there's a hair on this. Yep, there is. There definitely is. I can feel it against my face. Sorry if that impacts you. Okay. If you were not here when we started this, this is our. Did I miss Professor Lee's session? No, I'm moving it to tomorrow because I have to end early today. So I want to make as much progress as I can today. Because tomorrow we not tomorrow, but like I have to end early today is essentially what I mean. So we're moving it to tomorrow. Said you have to end early today? Yeah, I have to end early in order to film stuff with friends. It's important. So but also because I need, what else do I need? I can't think now. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Oh, but also I'll be live on Friday night and I'll be live on Saturday. Like I'll be live the entire weekend. So that's what I mean. That's what I was trying to get out. Alrighty, we should have unlocked Ginger Island. I now have the chowder recipe and the other recipe there. So let's go. Nice hoe energy. To do laundry, grocery shop? Nah. We do need to go to scrub the skull cavern. Not skull caverns, volcano. And now surround. Awkward silence. Look at me that way. Whisper pain. You heal someday. Timer, thank you. Yes, don't forget to get your checks in. Reminding me. The only one I really care about is my Barbara. 43%. Hi, Tootie. This is such a good cover. It is. I would agree. This is the good kid cover. What is this one? What's the other one? Princess. The only other one I care about. 38. I've been low rolling. Sad. Oof. Sorry, Grace. Oof. Even worse. I'm so sorry, Grace. A ripe tomato. I don't have a tomato, Gus. Sorry. You better run right through and shoot an arrow through my heart. To care and to confess I loved you from the start. Only off, yeah. Grace's BDE is only off by 2. Pretty good. Pretty good. From the start. Willie, can you hurry up, please? Yes. At the club. Brick, I've already given 2 gifts to Kent this week. What the flip? Okay. For clarification, for anyone, this is what I was explaining before. For anyone that was not here when we started this file, we're trying to collect all the recipes as fast as possible. I've already completed the community center. I've already unlocked Ginger Island. Essentially, we need to become friends with everybody now and then cook everything. And then we're good. It's different. I don't know if you can or not. That's a good question. I don't remember. It's easy for me to do. It's different. It's different because it's you. Alrighty. I did not bring my welcome on in, Raiders. Hello. I did not bring my oopsies. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, Mrs. Pegs and Raiders. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for the raid. I truly appreciate it. For anyone that is new here, or for Raiders, my name is Lee. My pronouns are she, her. I play a lot of Stardew Valley out here. In particular, I do a lot of Stardew Valley speedrunning and other stuff as well. What is this? Oh, it's the tent kit. There we go. Nice. But welcome on in. You also don't have your watering can. I'm so smart. The one that I love. Watering can't. That's the truth. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you so much again for bringing your Raiders over to hang out with me. I truly appreciate it. Thank you again. I don't have my hoe. What am I gonna... I can't do shit. Alrighty, I'll be back. I'm about to spend a stupid amount of money. Get me by. It's different. It's different cause time. Catastrophic blues. It's easy for me to do. It's different. It's different cause it's you.
Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard.
Oh, I forgot I put CRJ on this playlist. We're not listening to my normal playlist today. We're listening to a different one. Because there's a song on this playlist that I cried listening to on the way to work today. Because I just was listening to it on repeat over and over again. Is that my own fault for doing that? Yeah. Do I care? No. Since you said that you were mine, things going my way. Did I miss the Pam cosplay truck stream? No, that'll be the very last day of the month. So it'll happen on the 31st. Ow, I just scraped my face, but that's okay. With my nail. Dum bum, bum bum. Ow. That actually kind of hurt. I won't lie. I don't think I need to make them not as painful. Alrighty, now we're going. Win my way. Turn sideways. All my confidence from you. I get all my confidence. Okay, well, apparently I have never collected a book in my entire life. Here. Da 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 da. Hi, Knugans. Welcome on in. See you say. Do 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 do. There's one there. It's right here. And then what else? Break your baby. There's one here. There should be one right here. And then there should be one over this way. Alrighty. How many do we need to get to Unlocked Island West? I can't remember how much it is. I need to level up my combat skills regardless, so I'll take this for now. We're gonna do all the friendship stuff first. And then we'll do all of the the leveling up, I guess. Okay. We will. Ten more after the first one to Unlocked West. Okay, so we're already good. I'll do it once I get to the end of this. Ooh. Salmonberry up. Alrighty, I just needed to make it to floor 5 today. So we're just gonna kind of speed run right all the way through. Oh hey, actually I do need iridium. Whee! Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Stay away. No thank you. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, did anyone have any good Spotify day list today? Right before I went live, oh, wait, because it changes in a minute. Here, I'll tell you what it is. Yearning Pumpkin Spice Wednesday after evening. Oh, is that what it is right now? Hold up, that was the same one that you gave me! Hang on, let me check my phone. Yeah, it is Yearning Pumpkin Spice Wednesday evening right now. You listen to softcore and romanticized on Wednesday evenings. Here's some autumn, not even close to being autumn, yearning, mountain music, van life, soul crushing, and folksy. This is the exact same playlist as the one that they gave me. I feel ripped off. You gave me the same one. Both in the middle of the day and in the evening time. But Yearning Pumpkin Spice Evening is what my day list is. If anyone has any good day list titles to share from the past couple days, let me know. Because I'm currently obsessed with just figuring out what Spotify thinks is what I enjoy listening to on random evenings. I want real love, baby. I do know that this is literally the exact same playlist. That day list is the exact same one as the one I had earlier because it has Ode to a Conversation stuck in your throat in the exact same spot. That's why. I'm only eating all of these so that I don't lose health that much. We'll get there slowly but surely. Ooh, I got a dwarf dagger. Doesn't help me at all. But that's okay. Still got it. Real love, baby. They don't make me now I'm real love. Alrighty, where do we gotta go? How do I get elsewhere? I'll just take the long way around, I guess, for now. The I'm trying not to die route is what I think we're gonna take. I got my health all the way up to 100 and then I got hit a couple times, so. This is an old song. That's so me, that's so us. So me, that's so us. That's it. me. SOS. Alrighty. This is all I needed was to get to level 5. I forgot I need all the dwarf scrolls, don't I? Fudge! No! No! Okay, now I have to go back. Can I use this tent kit right here? Just fall asleep in the mines? Is that possible? Can I do it right here? It looks like it's giving me that option, but I don't think it'll let me. My health, my health. I might just die before we even get the opportunity to do that. No! That fire thing is like 2 inches away from me. Just gonna keep... Oh, wait, I have a... Here. This will go so much faster. There we go. Stay away. Handle. You're a cancer. Alrighty. Just make it back out. Just make it back out. Just make it back out. Whee! And then the second we step foot outside, then we can put the tent kit down. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was wondering. That's why I was asking. I was like, do you think I could camp right here? I'm not going to. I'm gonna camp right outside the volcano. Go to sleep for the night. Yes. It's called Rain Cottagecore Evening. That's quite nice. That sounds like a good time. Don't waste no goodbye. Alrighty, so I found out that I have to get all of the dwarf scrolls. And that's kind of unfortunate for me, and I'm not looking forward to that, but here we are. Alrighty, we got Island West. I forgot about this one. I gotta go grab it. And we'll go back to the left. I think because I was listening to lo-fi while streaming. Checks out. Does Dwarf has recipes? Has one. And it's the... I thought it was the, Who's got the ginger ale recipe? Is it the dwarf? I thought it was the dwarf. Let me double check. All night. The desert trainer, yeah, dwarf shop in volcano dungeon for 1,000 is ginger ale. And then the island trader has one for 30 bones. Yeah, the volcano dwarf, not the regular dwarf. Not the one you become friends with. Da 20. About, oh yeah. Take me to your best friend's house. I don't have my fishing rod, so that's cool. And kind of important. But, oopsies. Oh, if I could hit the right spot, too. That would probably be good. Ba-da-do-do-do-do. Tongue-tied. Don't wait, no goodbye. Okay, there's one from there. Grabbing the pirate ship. Every time I come to Ginger Island, it's like, do I remember where these walnuts are? It is incredibly questionable. I don't have... Oh, my pickaxe is not upgraded enough for that one. Thank you. Change my contacted. Don't leave me alone. And that you got me thinking nonsense. I'm talking. Okay. We go this way. Young energy. I got to elevate. Please do this to me. I gotta fight these little guys. I don't want to, but I have to. Start here. They really hurt. That's why. That one is a little baby one and doesn't have a face on it. What's poppin'? I don't know. Trying not to die. Trying really hard not to die to these tiger slimes that are being overly aggressive. What's up, Cody? Welcome on in. Talking nonsense. I'm talking. Ooh, a diamond. The next birthday that we have is not until the 19th. Shotted rabbit, pop it. I want to know whose laugh that is in the background. That is just like dying on that Sabrina Carpenter track. Vacuum Good and Sweet Caroline. Alrighty. Once we get 20, then we can have access to the house, which will happen right now. And that's even without this one. I'ma hear you over and over again, sticky just like the song in my head. Because that's what we really need is we need all of the what's it called? It was my laugh. I told her not to include it, but oh well. What can you say, Cody? It's quite popular now, so. Hi, Mikey. Thank you so much for the 26 months. I truly appreciate it. Welcome back on into the Loser Club. I hope you enjoy your continued sub badge and your continued use of emotes out here. I'm gonna see if I can chop down enough of these pieces of wood here to make a chest on Ginger Island. Sad days. Do we think that there are 50 sticks here on Ginger Island? Maybe. Did you just like the song in my head? Stuck in my brain, wanna play you over and over again. In my head. I'm having far less faith. And then I might just go back to the mainland Pelican Town. And actually, this might actually work out. I need to upgrade my pickaxe, step 1. And then I feel like I just want to sleep until birthdays. But I want to make sure that I grab a bunch of what's it called? I want to grab a bunch of seeds, summer seeds, and then just plant them over here. If possible. I realize this right now. I don't have any. I don't have sprinklers. I also have very little money right now. So I kind of need to change that. I gotta figure out what's going on. And do something about that. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Alrighty. You feel like I feel. Please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Hi, Watcher. I'm doing good. How are you? Welcome on in. I am going to... Whose birthday's next? Demetrius? Yeah. Quite alright, I need you, baby. We got a couple of recipes from the luau that we last went to. So we have a couple. We've got a good handful, a good chunk of them. But then I remembered that I need all the dwarf scrolls, so that's gonna be a doozy. Unfortunately. Just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I think I'm gonna go and give people gifts in the bar. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I also need to get the Ginger Island Resort as I'm looking at it here too. Nice. If it's quite alright, I need you, baby. Trust in me when I say do 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 do. Trust in me when I say. I'm going to see if there's anything we can sell. Because we're a little broke right now. Anything good? Sell those mushrooms. Gonna sell those mushrooms over there. You just too good, my dear. I'm hiking gonna sell these coffee beans. They're probably not worth much, but that's okay. Future is your future right here. Anything good? No. Just some wool. We can also sell this. Oops, sorry. I did not mean to slam my rabbit. Yikes. Whatever you're serving. Got me swerving. Sure. Okay. Everything else is not ready yet. No, you make me feel it. Yeah, tomorrow we'll grab a bunch of seeds if we can. Yeah, I'll sell half of those salmon berries. What else? Sell half of those. I'll be after thinking of the way that we moved. There was something else that I was gonna grab, and I can't remember what it was. You want whatever you're serving. Alrighty. To the bar. Oh, you know what? That's what it was. I was gonna grab a quality piece of wood. For wool for Emily, not wood, wool. But alas, that's fine. Pam isn't responding. Nice. Already given Emily 2 gifts this week. Never mind. Let me go give this to Shane. Is Shane gonna let me give him a gift this week? No. Give it to Shane. He's right there. Why won't you let me give it to him? Have I already given him 2 gifts this week? No. Come on, bud. He's just staring at a plant. Oh, there we go. It's just the angle that I'm like standing at. It was not letting me do it. Do you have a beer stein? Need one for Pam cosplay. I don't have a beer stein. I could acquire one. That's pretty easy. I have a tall beer glass. It was a cider glass to begin with because I did not. Can I say this? I mean, they can't get me now. I may have snatched this from an outdoor, like, a beer garden type thing. Acquired it from there without purchasing the glass. But maybe I just took the glass. Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah. Of course. Allegedly, I took the beer glass from An outdoor beer garden. Whose birthday's next? Demetrius on the 19th. Okay. You used to have a Corona bucket for icing beers that we appropriated from a restaurant? Yeah. Sometimes. What is that like TikTok sound that's like I didn't want to do this, but the demons in my brain told me to do this. I don't think it's demons though. It's something else. What's Pam's favorite beer, I wonder? I don't know. I have a large thing of a margarita beer in my fridge right now, which could be workout. Allegedly, no body, no crime. True. Only guilty people say allegedly. 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 What if I said I wasn't guilty? But there you go. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, it's just gotta be cold. How am I doing? I'm still level 6. Little bit longer, so watch it. Just look at that face. The parasites in me. That's what it is. It's the parasites. The parasites. I didn't want to steal the glass, but the parasites in my brain were telling me to steal the glass. That's the TikTok sound. Yeah. I get that one a lot. Dreaming of you. Hi, Kit Kat, as well. I hope you're doing well. Ooh, cow on the front porch. Cow on the front porch. What's he doing? I don't know. So I've ever been happy is when we're dancing. Oh, just want you to. Okay, I'm gonna go and acquire a bunch of summer crops that we're going to need for cooking. And we'll go from there. 3, 1. Oh, I totally would for Haley, but I don't need Haley stuff. Okay, how much do I need? Of each of these summer crops here. How I do. Hot peppers. We do need those. Give me 2 of those. Tomato. Give me like 2 of those. Melon. Frick. Give me like 10 because I can sell them. Blueberry. Give me 5 or so. I think I already got enough corn that I need. Wheat seeds. Yeah, that's for Ginger Island. Forever. Radish. 2. Poppy. 1. Just want you to. Gonna grab a couple of those for Caroline eventually. Red cabbage seeds. We need at least 3. And then the rest is all found in fall or spring. So that's fine. Oh, I don't have to talk to Pierre again. I was like, I should talk to Pierre again. I don't have to. Hi, Tiger. Welcome on in. I'm gonna go to the mines really quickly just because I need some quartz. That's it. Cruel to be kind in the right pleasure. Cruel to be kind is a very nice time. Cruel to be kind means that I love you, baby. Did I mention I could possibly see Letters to Cleo this summer? I don't know if I have or what, but I might be able to. Alrighty. Nope. And I think that would be sick as hell if I could. Means that I love you, baby. Gotta be cruel to be kind. Woo-hoo-hoo. Alrighty. Any. There's a quartz. There we go. Baby. That's what we need. Understand you. I'm on my way. I ask you. Say you gotta be cruel to be kind. The right measure. Cruel to be kind is a very time. Cruel to be kind means that I love you, baby. You gotta be cruel to be kind. Oh, okay. I completed a Monster Slayer goal. Sick. Was not expecting that, but cool. I'll take it. I think we can get quartz from these ones, like the regular quartz. Or maybe it's only from, like, Skull Cavern-esque ones. Anything up here? Nothing. Okay. I thought that was a quartz. It was not. I don't know how I killed those on that side, but we did. I'm not gonna question it. Not all I want is you. Come over here and sit next to me. Saying things go naturally. There's an earth crystal. Wow, that would have been really nice about several days ago when I was in a Mayo tournament in which I needed an earth crystal. That would have been really nice. Really nice. Alrighty, we learned pancakes. Do we have a fire quartz somewhere? that I could smelt as well too. Earth crystals aren't real. Yeah. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. Wait, hold up. There's no way. I thought that sold for a lot more. Oh, also, I didn't know that the fire quartz gave 3. Okay. Good to know. Then I can do that. And another one. And then I just need one more iron bar. And then we're good to go. And we got a decent amount of sprinklers. For the Ginger Island farm. I'm just gonna go check the what's it called? The greenhouse. And then I'm gonna take all this over to the island with me. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Thank you. Pet the rabbits. Nothing good. Welcome back to this 9.5-hour stream. Yes. Precisely, yeah. Definitely just me going straight for 9 hours. No. Sorry. Wording. I won't be going straight anytime soon. But 9 hours in a row, yes. Do I have corn in here? Did I leave corn in here? I didn't leave corn in here. I should go and grab corn.
Bitch, I'm a bisexual.
That's the truth. But we've been able to raise the much needed money for our surgery. Oh, I'm so glad, Rev. So glad. Strawberries and cigarettes. I am so glad. I'm gonna go gift Demetrius, and then we can go to the island after I stop and grab corn at Pierre's. Strawberries and I don't know if I should allow that, Max. Should I allow that? We can just keep it between us? Okay. I'm just not gonna allow or deny it. I'm just gonna leave it there. Is that in reference to wait, I need to read the rest of it. Frick. Keeps scrolling. MILF Manor. It's in reference to MILF Manor, which is a wild TV show. Yeah, it's not getting any better. What was it? Episode 3 come out? Is that what it is? I would assume so. It is not getting better. I wouldn't expect it to get better. At all. Alrighty. To the island. And then we'll go back out again on the 19th for Mr. Demetrius's birthday. I'm very tippy-tappy right now with... Oh, just kidding. We'll go out on the 18th because the 18th is bookseller day. I don't know what we're going to sell in order to get the money for the bookseller, but... Oh, wait. Unless there's a good quest. No. Never mind. There's not. I'm watching episode 4 right now, but it's a lot, so I have to keep pushing it. I've made 36 minutes of progress in the last 2.5 hours. Yeah. It's just painful to have to partake. To keep watching it. Did I leave my hoe at home? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Anyway, hi. Hi. Happy birthday to Demetrius. Happy birthday to Demetrius. On the 18th. On the 19th. I didn't know I'm right here. I know. I know you're right there. Never leave your hoe at home. I know. At least you had the watering can. Yeah. Do I still have that command? I don't know if I have the... No, it's just hoe energy. This is appropriate then. Oh, shit. I'm just low across the board then. Barbara was like 40 something. Princess was in the 30s. Hoe energy 37. Low. Low. Got a new mattress, new pillow, new blanket covers, and it's not gonna feel like I'm sleeping in my bed for a week or two, but we vibe. But that's fun and exciting, Rev. You get new stuff. Very exciting when you get new stuff. Okay, wait. Let me make sure that this is not... Okay. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. We can keep moving. We can keep moving. Okay, where did I put my hoe? That's the other question. There it is. Got it? I'm gonna go and open these with Clint. No, I'm not. I am going to sell half this wool, though, because we don't need it. And what else can we sell? I don't know. Nice, Nia. That checks out. That's right. Yeah. That does check out. You're so true. Nice, Cody. Nice, Cody. Nice princess energy. Scroll. Scroll. Please scroll. Oh, G-Money with the 5% princess energy. Interesting. 56 for Max. But I think Nia's 97% DILF energy and Cody's 98% princess energy checks out the most. 80% DILF energy. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yes, I will go do that. Alrighty. Instead of going to Ginger Island again and screwing it up once again, I'm going to go to the mines and kill 9 red slimes instead. My nose is dripping. Okay. Cody with the 98% Twincess and the 91% MILF. Hold the phone. I hope I didn't just... Give me 2 seconds. I hope I did not just start making my nose bleed. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We are totally good. Sometimes I blow my nose and immediately go, I've made a huge mistake and my nose is bleeding. Yeah. That happens like way too often than I would like to admit. Way home. Alrighty, I need to kill 9 red slimes. Tough. Cool. But also, I just need the combat skill as well. There's one. Jake, did you take a nap? Or maybe you didn't. I don't know. You guys blow your noses. I just objective survive it out. Nah, get that shit out of your nose. Nah, get it out. You got shit in your nose? Get it out. Would not recommend. Oh. Ooh, a sword. Nah. True love. Oh, here we go. Six out of 8. Ooh, strange bun. No thanks. Again, just because I want the combat levels. Okay, one more red slime, please. Hey, get out of here. There we go. Who do I gotta go talk to? Lewis. Okay, that's fine. Aw, okay. Hi, Jen. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I got a thing soon. Bye again. Bye, Jake. Where am I going to find Lewis? I would like that 1,000 gold because nope. Skip that. Where's Lewis? Stop sweet music playing in my park. There he is. Get your capri wearing booty over here. Okay, I'm just gonna put that on the ground for a second. I'll come back for you, iron bar. Give me a second. I want to go figure out what's over here first. What do we got? Ew. That sucks. I don't want those. Just gonna get rid of them. Do we think Lewis ruined his lucky? Probably. There we go. What if I turn on my founder's badge for a day as a joke? Would you all disown me? I think it would look odd, Rev, but you do you. Alrighty. Well, thanks, Emily, for the piece of cloth. Okay. Sweet music playing in the dark. I don't know what's on me. Where does sweet music playing in the dark? I don't know what's on me. I feel like riots would ensue. I don't know about that, but I feel like it would just look weird. Alrighty, I'm gonna go over this way. I'm gonna go check the back cave. Even though I have no inventory space, because I forgot my hoe and I need to go to Ginger Island. So I should go and do that today, Lee. And then you can come back tomorrow. Oh, this is fine. There's like nothing here to begin with. I can just sell the rest of it. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go to Ginger Island. Brain just shut down there for a second. I do have my hoe on me this time. Don't worry. Alrighty, who's got a quest for us? I'll complete it tomorrow. Glad you brought your hoe. I got my hoe now. Oh, you can get in here ahead of time. Didn't realize that. My bad. And your watering can. I know, it's a good day. I remembered my hoe and my watering can. Double duty. Hi, Gut. Welcome on in. Oh, perfect. I don't have to water any of my crops today that I plant. Because it's raining. Did you have our thumbs up emote? Yes. Long time ago. Flash, I think it's on BTTV. What is it? Oh, there's multiple. There's this one, which is just like my dad, just entitled H-Went Dad. Wait. This one, H-Went Thumbs Up, is BTTV. That's my old emotes from my old emote artist. So I would not expect anybody to. I don't know. Okay, that's what I needed. How many more do we have? 3? Okay. Away. We're a heartbreaker. Hi, Magic Conch. Welcome on in. We're a heartbreaker. Okay, I'm just gonna put the rest of these spring forageable seeds here. Simply because we can use them. There's those 3. I still need to upgrade my pickaxe. What time is it? Still early. I don't want to go upgrade today. So never mind. I'm not gonna go upgrade today. Also because I'm trying to save money for the book. The book one. How many more? We don't need any more. Yes, we do, for the Ginger Island thing over here. Well, there's the melon and the wheat. We just need the garlic. So it should be fine. I'm gonna go put this on the little pedestal over here. And then we can go. I'll collect all of this fiddlehead fern while we're here. Ooh, another mummified frog. I like it. I don't need that many mummified frogs, but that's okay. Oh, finally, a journal scrap. I'll take that. Oh, I didn't start the quest with Birdie. I could have done that previous days, but that's okay. It's raining today, so we can't really do it today. How much is it to... What's the materials for the crab pot? 40 wood, 3 iron bars. Okay, that's going to be a problem, but that's all right. We got 6. Okay, I'm going back to the mainland. Just gonna sleep a bunch to make it to let all that grow. I need to reminder to grab myself my fishing rod, because tomorrow I need to grab a largemouth bass for Demetrius. I don't know how I'm gonna. We'll figure it out. I guess I'm gonna figure it out how to find all the dwarf scrolls. I think we'll just go out on a good luck day the next little bit. I'm gonna leave Ginger Island alone for a tiny bit here. And we'll deal with some other stuff tomorrow. That's a neutral day. We go fishing for largemouth bass tomorrow. After I check the this Queen of Sauce, artichoke dip, perfect. Fortune teller, bad luck, but that's okay because we just need to go fishing for largemouth because I gotta go give it to Demetrius. Oh, I do have one. I didn't think I had an upgraded fishing rod, but I'll take it. Okay. Anybody else touching you like I do? I do like me. Alrighty, largemouth bass. I need this to stop telling me that I need to stand up. I know. Watch. I know I need to stand up. It's fine. My knees are fine. Oh, pause. Hang on. I'm asking if I can push back my start time for this recording that I have to do. I just looked over to the side and I didn't even pay attention and I saw that I had a bunch of messages. Oopsies. Oh, why am I going to the mines? Nope, I need to go fishing. Pardon me. Okay, we're good. Cool. Sick. I missed a fish. I was not paying attention. That's my own fault. Largemouth bass, please. Let's go. Let me go give this to Demetrius, and then we're good to go. I gotta wait. Okay. Party. Party. I made them push it back by 30 minutes. And by they, I mean Terp and Jess and Gabby. Because I told them that oopsies, no one understands. I got my heart skipping down 16th Avenue. Alrighty. It should be 150. Oh, he didn't want it? He didn't take it? Okay. We should be able to get level 7 hearts with Demetrius on his birthday on Friday on the 19th. So then after that, we don't have to keep talking to him. Boy, I understand. I think he knows. I think he knows. Alrighty. We're gonna go to the bookseller. Ooh, I will take this. And if I still need more money with the bookseller, I will sell this right before I go. Or when I come back. I think he knows. If we need money, we just sell this to PAR. Cool. Alrighty. The one book that we do want, not mining monthly. We don't want any of these. Gross. Why couldn't you give me the freaking... I want the fishing one. I need the fishing one and I want the combat one. Oh, and the foraging one. Those are the two that I want. I don't want the mining one. Gross. No, thank you. I forgot that this song exists. Because Stardew isn't fair. Yeah. Yeah. Just the luck of the draw. Wanna be here without you. Every one of us have wanderlust. Okay, what is the next birthday after Demetrius? That would be Willie, the 24th. Okay. Santa. Alrighty, Demetrius. And then I think I can just give Willie... I have a golden pumpkin. I can give that to him. Yeah, perfect. Clutch. I'm gonna check over here. Pet my bunnies. In case they'll drop a rabbit's foot for us eventually. Maybe. Grab more strawberries. Perfect. One of us got wanderlust. There we go. check the quest board. I just wanna be. I just wanna be in the light and catching around you. I'm gonna see if I can complete any of these. No, I don't want that for Abigail. I need to bring Gus a coconut. I'm not gonna give him a link card. That's unfortunate. I can bring Pam a battery. Got it. I have a battery, and then I think I have a coconut as well. Every one of us have wanderlust. What did everybody have for dinner tonight? Or last night, wherever you are in the world. What else can we give? Lobster? I'm not getting Gus a lobster. Or that. Nope. Nope. Shush. I don't want to talk to Pierre anymore. Bring Evelyn a leek. I think I can do that. Yeah. Bring an extra one for George. Cool. Fresh fruit. Emily wants an apricot. Okay, I can do that as well. I think I have an apricot. Let's go. Nope. Okay. Oh, let me also bring Emily an amethyst here too. Clutch. And Clint said he wants an iron bar, so I'll bring him that as well. Alrighty, party. I got a bunch of stuff to bring around town today. Send me a snap of him and his husband at Hosier. Jealous. That's gotta be an awesome concert, I won't lie. Just so pretty to think. That's gotta be a really, really nice concert. Hi, PJM. Welcome on in. Oh, I'm at 6 hearts with Pam. Ooh, okay. Emily. Clint, let me go do this. Actually, no, let me go up here first. Hi, Reed. Welcome on in. Just had some horrible fettuccine Alfredo from Carrabba's. But at least I got a Dr. Pepper with it. Dr. Pepper kind of hit different. Won't lie. But also, I don't really like Dr. Pepper. That might be a controversial take. I'm not a big Dr. Pepper fan. Alrighty, we're done talking to Demetrius. I don't have to talk to him again. Huh? Sorry, I don't like Dr. Pepper really. But I was so grateful for it today. What is your soda of choice, Lee? Sprite. And then honestly, like an orange Fanta. And then a Diet Coke. Real gamers drink Baja Blast. Baja Blast is also great. Can't. Have you tried Sprite Chill? What is Sprite Chill? I don't know. That's my drag soda twin. Yeah, it's great. It's a great drink. Vanilla Coke is the shit though. Okay. I'm not that big of a fan of like flavored. Whatever. Okay, I am done talking to Emily as well. Sprite Chill is cherry Sprite. Oh, I didn't know that. I like Lee only drinks cranberry juice. No, I drink cranberry Sprite. Thank you. Ooh, cherry Sprite? Well, actually, yeah. Wait, hold up. I do drink cherry Sprite because if you mix cherry grenadine and Sprite, that's a Shirley Temple. And I drink that. I don't drink the automatic one. I make it myself. Yeah. There you go. That's the only thing that I know. I'm trying to get the man to call Hosier bald. Hosier is the opposite of bald, Max. I don't think I've ever had a Baja Blast. Listen, I'm not a big Taco Bell person, but Baja Blast? Fantastic. Cherry lime flavor. Cherry lime flavor? Oh, fuck me up with a cherry limeade. I love a cherry limeade. I love a cherry limeade anytime. Shirley Temple, haven't noticed the cooling effect. Interesting. Bald, yeah. Kitty cocktail. Yeah, kitty cocktail wherever you go. Okay. Otherwise, it's called a Shirley Temple. You add a splash of vodka in there, and you got yourself a freaking Dirty Shirley. So I had Taco Bell give me food moistening for a little bit, so we've been steering clear of Taco Bell. Fair. Papa, you can find the love of his life on Twitter, and we can call Hosier bald. I don't feel like those are equals, but okay. Well, I get. Oh, he did not like that. Disliked. Ooh, yikes. Never mind. Ooh. Would you embrace Pam? Yes. I would give Pam a hug. Precisely. I'm not muted. Please. Don't go there. True self and have a beer on the Pam cosplay? Yeah, it's a Friday night. I would. Actually, I cannot. TOS. Yes, but also TOS because I can't because there's still the chance on the last day of the month that I would be on the homepage. And I can't really do that if I know I'm going to be on potentially on the front page. That's kind of like against the rules. Unless I found a way to do it discreetly, but I don't. That kind of doesn't feel great. Put it in a juice box? Yeah, I'm just gonna drink a Capri Sun on stream. That sounds good to me, actually. That sounds delicious. Drink a Sprite? Yeah. Ooh. Okay, wait. So I don't need to talk to Demetrius anymore. I don't need to talk to Emily. I'm one thing away from Pam. Willie's birthday is the next one. Okay. So we keep sleeping. What about non-alcoholic? Is that against the rules? No. I don't think so. I already know how to make maki roll. Oh, this is definitely not the song that I cried to earlier. It's fine. Okay. Oh, it's a Monday. What am I doing? Wednesday is the next day. I got the alien. No, I have not, Rake. I mentioned it earlier. I forgot about it again. I still have, like, the video open in another tab. Like, it's fully open in another tab. Alrighty, today is Willie's birthday. We're giving him clown. Yeah. Womp womp. Yeah. The womp womp is for me. Playing a song that knowingly makes me cry every time I listen to it, but still listening to it anyways. Yep. Okay, wait, I need to plant these again, because I forgot that I still need foraging levels. And I'm just gonna suddenly just chop down all the trees on my entire farm to see if that helps. Because simply, it is going to be a problem to try and get to level 8. Do you have fishing sound 3, hon? No. Absolutely not. My inventory's full. You missed a seed? I probably did. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna bring a lot of this stuff to Ginger Island. And then, what do I give Leo for his birthday? Shoot, I don't have a gift for him yet. No, you know. Oh, I could give him a sea urchin. Do I have another nautilus shell? I could go find a sea urchin. He does not love blueberries. That would be so easy. I could give him a spice berry. Here's a spice berry. That's at least a loved gift. Yeah, a liked gift. He also likes duck feathers. Yeah, I got rid of my duck. Oops. I don't have any of those anymore. Yeah, about that. No, I don't want to hang out with Demetrius. Oh, you know what time it is. Crank it up one time today. Oh, I loved you, miss. Oh, and you will be meet, I swear. And I won't be blamed. Yet I loved you. She falls and she barely ever see. She flows when she's not here, standing next to me. But I don't understand it so much, so outlandish. She don't wanna be seen. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I loved you, miss. And you will be grieved, I swear. And you won't be blamed. I want you this. Oh, a beautiful song. Okay, that's very loud. It's going. Turn it back down. Okay. Again, for anyone curious, that is Mrs. by Dominic Fike. Okay, bringing some of this inside because we're gonna need it for cooking. I do need one poppy for cooking. The rest we can get rid of. Get blind tonight. I hold your hand back and you'll hold mine. Oh, oh. Say it's all over. Unleash the hounds. Oh, every silver lining has a cloud. Oh. Doing it wrong. Into all your missed calls. Alrighty. Lethal combination to vows for therapy. Okay, we got 2 from collecting crops so far. We're gonna need quite a few more. And there we go. Back to the mainland. I'm gonna keep this on me though. Okay. Going back over this way. I'm gonna stop by and see George and give him a hot pepper to try and increase his friendship. Leo's birthday's the 26th. I'm gonna try and speed run to that day. And then go from there. I need to remind myself to go and look at the I don't know if I looked at the TV yet or not. Oh, y'all are Taylor Swift fans, and you saw, and if you watched the Eras tour, not like the new set with this song in it. It's so good. It makes it seem suddenly. you. It's me. Hi, Ryan. Welcome on in. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna speed run. Never cares to kill me. Okay, sleep. Oh shoot, I didn't look at the recipe on the TV. That's fine. Today is Leo's birthday. We go to the island party. Is that an impression you did of your dad again? Like a tickling high. Lights. The first time you saw me. American Pie, you on a Saturday night. Alrighty, we'll go do this quickly. 6 gold ores. Essentially, so we don't have to give Clint that many gifts. That's all. That's all. This will probably be the last day that we play through. Because as I said, I have to end early today. Poor Clint. No. There will be no Clint sympathy in this chat. What is this? This is not the floor that I asked for. This is not floor 80? Or I guess 81 to reset? Oh, this is a horrible song to be followed by the Taylor Swift one. Oopsies. What did Clint ever do? Be a creep. What didn't he do? Yeah, Ryan's right. There we go. Alrighty. We leave. Not bus stop, town. Oh, freak, Clint. Yeah. Nah. So Clint can just get with Emily and the weirdness can stop. Yeah. I don't even know if I want that either. Alrighty, let me go give this gift to Leo. And then we're good to go. But only if she's okay with it. Yeah, only if she's okay with it. I think Clint needs to get over himself because he's creepy. Yes. Precisely. Oh, hell yeah, it's raining, so I know Leo will automatically be over here. Forgotten. I think I have forgotten. Leho? Who dat? I don't know. I think I have forgotten. I think I have forgotten. About you. Thinking about you and I can't remember. It's the same damn thing. A heart surrender and I miss you on the train. Alrighty. Let me go to bed and then we will end. Unforge. You. Let me make sure none of my crops get eaten. Do 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 do. I have forgotten. How much do we have now with Leo? Let's see. Leo, we've got 2 hearts. I'll take it. Alrighty. Thank you for stream, of course. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We will be live again tomorrow. And we'll be doing the same stuff. Continuing, moving on with this. Seeing how it takes us. And then we'll be live again on Friday. I don't think our CC run with Blink is until later. Let me see. I gotta look over our DMs. Oopsies. 8 p.m. It's not until 8 p.m. CST, so it's gonna be hella late. So I might start slightly early and we're just gonna have a slumber party on that day. Oh heck, I'm late. Yeah, I'm just ending early today, Strawberry, because I gotta go film some stuff. But I'll be live again tomorrow and also on Friday. So we shall see how this goes. Let me see who's currently live. Oh here, you know what? Ethan just went live, I think. We'll go right Ethan. Ethan's doing versus lead chat for Junimo Kart. Mine's 120 plus JK. 1v1 versus lead chat. So we'll go ahead over that way. There we go. There we are. It feels so weird to be ending this early. I know, I'm normally pretty late. I'm normally gaming pretty late. For me, at least. And then I will... Yeah. But there we go. We'll be live again tomorrow, and we'll be live again on Friday. And also, Saturday is puzzle day, so join in the morning for puzzles all day. Like midday. So, it's pretty chill. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you all very, very soon. Goodbye!
Attention, chat. Oh my God.